lecture, we have studied various features of Pandas library, and the last point is about Boolean array input. So we have given we have studied this example: elections, false. We have passed this list to this variable, and we got the result wherever true is there. At that point, that rows will be displayed. Means it is 7th row, then 10th row, then 14th row, and lastly 22nd row. So wherever positive is there, we have shown that result by using this Boolean array. Okay, let's see the output of the same. Suppose we have this table. So initially I will tell you how to execute this. We need these libraries in order to execute the program, like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. So initially we import the libraries, then read the table. The read CS by using read CSV command, we read the election.csv table. Already we know that what is the content of this election.csv. Again, I will show you what are the contents of this election.csv. Candidate, party, percent, year, and result. These are the columns of this elections.csv file, and there are 23 rows, starting from 2 and ending with 24. That means it is 23 row present in this data. Now, as per the slide, we'll see second and third output. So we'll see second and row. What is the second row? H. So this is the elections table, and we pass false. Other so there are true. Okay, let's see what happens. Suppose I run this thing, will give us a value error because there are 23 rows and we have passed only 4 rows data, means first row, second row, third row, fourth row. So we need to pass the 23. Okay. 4 already we have false. So let's copy it. 7 plus 10, 19. So 23, we have to pass for all 23 elements what is true and false. Okay, so only we want to display second and fourth row. Okay, so when I run this again, item wrong name. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so there are extra 2. Now to see the output, whenever we mention here boolean input, at that time we have to give it for all places. Okay, there are 23 rows, and if you give less than that, then it will give value error, or greater than that it will give the value error. So if you give proper 23 true or false, you will get the exact 2 rows. Okay, so this is first row, that means second, 0th and first and third. Okay. So this is how we get the output from the boolean array. Also, next thing is that we have yet another input type supported by the square bracket, and which is the boolean array, and it is useful because boolean arrays can be generated by using logical operators on cells. Okay. So previously, what we did previously, we look for the we have put manually all true and false value. So instead of that, what we can do, we can put by using logical expression. So here, instead of putting true and false value, what we'll do, we'll put the logical expression, and thereby we get the output as a true and false. So let's see here. First we run this and see that the what output you will get. Okay, so what is this elections party, election square bracket party? This is a series data from pandas. Okay, so because we have only one column, which is party, so this is so before doing this, I will just show you what is the output of this party. So this is the series pandas. Okay. Series in pandas will show us the party data, all 23 uh, data of this party, and the result will be democratic, republican. So let's see here: republican, democratic, independent, republican, democratic, republican, democratic. So when I run this, and its data type is object. Okay, so when I run this, I'll get the output like republican, democratic, independent. Okay, so likewise we'll get the output, and name of the series is party, and d type is object. So this is the output from this, and we apply the logical function like is equal to independent. So this is a string, so it will check this independent string will check for all 23 elements. So first republican is equal to so let's see uh, an example like what will happen. Suppose the string is there republican, and it is equal to, so this is the logical statement. Okay, let's see that by looking at this clearly we know that this is the I shared already. By looking at this, we can see that we'll get the output in the form of true or false. So this is republican is equal to independent is false, so we'll get the output as a false here. Okay, same way we do this for the all series of 23 elements. and we'll get the list of this or series of this: false, false, true, false, false, true, sorry, false, false, false. All 23 element will get true or false, and this is a series of data will get name, party, and d type is boolean. Why it is boolean? Because we got the output in the form of true and false. Okay, its d type is boolean. Now when I run this, now what is the inside in of this election square bracket? We have true or false boolean data. So like we did over here, same thing is present here. Okay, same thing is present over here in this square bracket. So when I run this, I'll get the result as a wherever independent party is there, all the data with that independent party related rows will be displayed. So when I run this, I'll get the output as a second row, then ninth row and 12th row based on the party is equal to independent. Okay, so this is how the independent uh, this is how the boolean function will work, boolean array input. Also, yeah, Boolean series can be combined using the AND operator and allowing the filtering of results by multiple criteria. So we can apply here one more criteria. Let's take one same example, and we apply the condition like AND to those result which is greater than 7. That means we want to display ninth and 12th row which is having the greater than percent greater than 6.6. So we want to remove this one, and we want to get these two rows. Then what we can do here, election percent greater than 7. That means this 6.6 gets removed. First part already we have computed, there are 3 rows, and again we filter the first row and we get only we want the output as a 2 rows. Okay, so when I run this, cannot perform. So just, okay, this should be in the bracket. Okay, this should be in the bracket. Now we have filtered out the result and we got only 2 rows. I think it is clear to you all how this Boolean array will work on in Panda. So there is one more operator which is easy. Okay, so the easy function makes it more convenient to find rows that match one of the possible values. Okay, so by using this easy function, we can find out the one of the possible value. Okay, so example, suppose we want to find out Republican or Democratic candidates, and could use the operator or. Or means this vertical vertical line means it is or operator, or we can use easy. Okay, so both is valid. Let's see, we have df party is equal to democratic, or df party is equal to Republican. Instead of that, we can use df party is in Republican, comma Democratic. Means or operator is applied on both the things. Means we are doing this same operation on same column, so that's why we are able to use this is in operator. Okay, df means here elections is a data frame. So election, whatever the result is there, so here pd dot read csv, all the data goes to this elections variable, and this is called as data frame. Okay. So the syntax showing the same df party democratic or df party republican. So we'll do the both sentences, and better view is this one, so you can refer this second one in that case. Okay, so I'll just do the operation. So elections, what, what is the syntax? I just need to look into. Elections party is equal to, so I have to use the name is equal to democratic or party. So when I run this, I got the Republican or Democratic. So those rows which contains Republican or Democratic, all the rows will be displayed. So instead of that, we have one more syntax which is in. Okay, so elections, I'll just need to look the syntax. Elections party is in. I have to write the name of the column or name of the series. Election party dot is in is in mostly Republican and comma. Instead of writing or statement, we'll do the same by using only single is in statement. Is in take. So we need to pass this. So when I run this, I'll get the same output that is previous one. So you need to take care about the syntax also. we'll see the next query command. The query command provides an alternative way to combine multiple condition like elections dot query result is equal to win and year less than 2000. We'll do the same thing with that same command. So we'll see this command. Sorry for the delay. So we'll do the same thing by using this query command. Elections dot query. We'll query like this one. We'll try to do the query like this. Election query where party equal to and greater than 7. So see the result. Supported types. So the result square bracket we first fire this query. Result is equal to b and year equal to 2000. So this is how we get the result by using query command. So this is about the using is an operator, boolean array input, and query. So you can do more such